So help us understand what it actually means to be a chief of staff to the Honorable Chief Justice. If I think about it, when I envision it, I imagine you're possibly the last shield.
The last person to sleep. You're right.
But what does it look like on a day-to-day basis, managing such a huge office, which is also, in a sense, the third arm of government, and needing to balance between politics and tensions and the jurisprudence that we're expecting from the Supreme Court and the administrative role that the Honorable Chief Justice has? What does that look like on a day-to-day basis for you?
I would say that as Chief of Staff, no day is like the other. Like every day brings its own character. Because yes, I plan my days and I've planned my calendar and I know what I'm doing in June of 2026.
Right.
But no day is like the other, right? It takes a great deal of sensitivity to the tides of the nation, to the needs of the people, justices of the people, but also to the person of the Chief Justice. A great deal of sensitivity. Because as Chief of Staff, my job is to bring the vision of the Chief Justice for the Kenyan judiciary and the justice system to life across all the roles that she plays. As Chief Justice and Head of the Judiciary, as President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, as Chairperson of the Judicial Service Commission, as Chairperson of the National Council on Administration of Justice, as Chairperson of the National Council for Law Reporting, as the rule maker for, practice rules in the justice sector.
Right.
So you have to be always alive to the mandate and the assignment at hand.
Right.
And so it takes a great deal of preparation, awareness of the roles and the weight of the assignment, not just on the office, but the institution and the nation.
Yeah.
Exceptional people skills, because you cut across not just the institution of the judiciary, but across the other arms of government. You should be able to relate with the highest officials across government. It also takes a great deal of calmness, because it's a very high octane job. And my experience across all the roles that I've served, which have been at very senior levels, but also very high energy, very high intensity roles, you just need to breathe in and out. Just give yourself time to process information as it's coming in, circumstances as they're coming in, the environment as it's coming in. So we've, understand interests, understand needs, understand agencies, understand, so you're always looking at issues across a spectrum, and making decisions which goes before the other, right? And how do you keep yourself ready to meet all the obligations, but also to harmonize a team towards meeting and fulfilling this vision? How do I support the Chief Justice to ensure that the institution understands that, this is where she wants the institution to be, and this is how she wants the institution to behave, in its mandate. So it's a very important role to the holder of the office, because they need a team that sort of manages all these moving pieces and allows them the opportunity to be the leader, to provide direction, to provide a roadmap, and then to make sure that everybody else working to bring or to align to the goal understands where the institution is going.
Now, I know you've sort of hinted on it, but I really want to understand how it is. So the Honorable Chief Justice has a very transformative plan. and it's very people-centered, but it's also long-term. It's a kind of vision that we achieve in the long term.
Yes.
I imagine it's also part of your role to ensure that, aside from the regular day-to-day firefighting,
yes,
which is this crisis has landed today, and ensuring that the entire team focuses on the long term and has that futuristic thinking.
The Chief Justice is is leading the judiciary on a transformative or using a transformative agenda, which is a social transformation through access to justice. And the idea that the Chief Justice has is that our society must be able or must be empowered to resolve their own disputes first, even before we get to court. And everything that the institutions of justice and the judiciary does must be to serve the people. And so it's a very transformative agenda, as you've said. It's very people-centered. And it needs just an ingraining of culture change. And the Chief Justice uses the principle of shared leadership to empower every person who works in the judiciary to own that vision, the vision, and to implement it wherever they are, but also to lead its implementation wherever they are. And so, as a Chief of Staff, my job is to make sure that everybody is facilitated to understand that vision and to champion that vision wherever they are. And so, instead of a top-bottom leadership approach, the vision cascades across the entire institution. And everybody in the entire institution feels ready to meet the objectives of the vision and to make sure that they are realized. So for a vision, an agenda of that magnitude, it wouldn't be successful if it was top down. So it's very transformative in that everybody, particularly those who serve at the entry points of justice, so the magistracy, tribunal, small claims, everybody owns that and behaves like the Chief Justice in their areas of jurisdiction. So again, it's about empowering people to lead and setting clear the values and the objectives. So the vision is there, and as a result of the vision, the blueprint with clear goals and clear deliverables, but also a formula to empower leadership across the entire institution. So if you go to a remote station in northern Kenya or eastern Kenya, everybody in the judiciary should be able to articulate the STAJ vision, but also feel empowered to lead it, and to make sure that people receive the service that they deserve.